Good evening. It's my honor to be here tonight to introduce the Lieutenant Governor, Pamela Evette, a wonderful woman who happens to be my best friend, who my kids refer to as Aunt Pam. Pam and I actually met in 10th grade biology class, and for the past 40 years, she has always been smiling. She has an infectious laugh, and she's never met a stranger. No matter the topic, she always has something to add to every conversation. We seemed to hit it off right from the beginning. We never judged each other. We always supported one another. We never took each other or our friendship for granted. We graduated high school together in the late 80s and would go out dancing almost every weekend, acting as cool as we could be, making each other laugh the whole time. We were in each other's weddings and helped welcome each other's children into the world. There's very few things we haven't done together and very few things we couldn't talk each other into doing. When it comes to Pam as an individual, she is genuine, love of life, and shines through in her smile and her laugh. Seriously, we make each other laugh out loud all the time. We have a standing joke between the two of us. If the plans we've made don't turn out the way we hoped, we'll take our comedy show on the road. Because together, we're a riot. We're always cracking jokes, making each other laugh, and making everything fun. If you read her bio, there's no doubt that Pam Evette is a very successful businesswoman. And it's no secret that she's South Carolina's very own Lieutenant Governor. But she's much more than that. She's honest, she's caring, she's warm, and she's loyal. She is my very best friend, and it's my honor to introduce her tonight.
She really did good because she is a crier, and I expected halfway through that she wouldn't let me read. She wouldn't let me see that speech all day. She's had it folded and kind of pocketed in her pocket, and she's like, "You can't see it because you have to be surprised." So and she is my very best friend, and I can't tell you, ladies in the room, how fortunate I feel that God has blessed me with somebody that I have carried through life with me. And in my new role, what I always tell people is you have to take your best friend with you, even if it's kicking and screaming, because you have to have somebody next to you that you can truly trust. That'll tell you when you got lipstick on your teeth, or your outfit really doesn't look good, or you got to change that speech. That wasn't very good. So that's what she is for me. But I can't tell you how honored I am to be recognized here tonight. With the ladies that I'm being honored with and all the ladies that came before, thank you for what you've done. For the young people in the audience, my advice to you is dream big. And I got that piece of advice not just from my mother, but from my father, who I was extremely close to. And although he never got to see me create the business I created, and he never got to see me being sworn in as Lieutenant Governor, I know he looks down and he's very proud. Because see, I was his baby girl. I have 3 older brothers. So when people say, "Why do you think that you are doing everything you're doing?" or "Why do you think you're not really afraid to now be the Lieutenant Governor and step into a completely new role that took you out of the business world?" I said, I grew up with 3 older brothers. And when you grow up with 3 older brothers, you got to be able to move on your feet, and there's not very much that scares you. When I was in business, I used to think, wow, I'm just going to work really hard, I'm going to put my head down, and I did for almost 18 years until I looked up one day and saw the business that we created. And I did that because I have a daughter. And I wanted my daughter to be inspired. I wanted my sons to be inspired too, but I thought it was really important to be a strong role model for her and her friends. Because I thought, who else really sees me, right? I work really hard and I'm in my office. So if I do just one little thing, if I inspire my daughter and her friends, that should be enough. And then I became Lieutenant Governor. And it really made me stop and think, who and what little eyes are watching what I'm doing? And that kind of came to be, and it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks, because probably the first 2 months that I was in office, I had a gentleman come to my office. So for all the ladies that are very inspiring out there, I hope this makes you feel good about eyes watching us. And he came to my office and he said, "Can I bring my daughter in to meet you?" And my staff said, "Sure. Lieutenant Governor would love to meet your daughter." So he brought her in, and Fern was this lovely, bright-eyed first grader. And he said, "Thank you so much for spending time with her." We spent an hour together. We had candy. She took pictures behind my desk. We had great long conversation. And he said, "I really wanted her to meet you because I drive past the Capitol taking her to school every day." And one day she looked at me and she said, "Daddy, do any ladies work in that building? Because I never see any ladies in there." And so that made me think, like, wow, what a big responsibility. There has only been two of us, two female lieutenant governors in South Carolina's history. So there's lots of room, lots of space for young, inspiring people who want to make a change, because that's why I'm doing it. People said to me, "Why would you step away from your business? Why would you do that and want to jump into this new role? It's kind of a scary world." And I said, "Well, if not me, who?" I want to take everything I've learned in business and the way I want to treat people, and more so the state that I want to leave for my children and my grandchildren. And if not me who does that, then who? So for all of you out there, for all the young ones that are just trying to make your way in life, keep dreaming big. I've always said it in every article that I've ever been quoted in and every speech I've ever given. Dream big, but know that God will dream a dream much bigger than you can dream for yourself. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. This is a wonderful honor, and I say congratulations to all the other ladies I am sharing this honor with too. Thank you so much.